Hi everyone! In this video, we will estimate square root expressions. Use a calculator to approximate the value of the square root to the nearest tenth. The square root of 461. Here I have a TI-84 Plus color addition graphing calculator. Some of you may not have that yet, or have the silver edition, which works fine. The method is still the same. Some of you may also just be using a scientific calculator. That works too. However, a regular four-function calculator will not work for this type of calculation. If you do have an iPhone, you can use that. Open up your calculator function and tip it sideways to make it into a scientific calculator. And for the iPhone function calculation, just remember that when I'm doing a square root, there's an imaginary 2 out in front of the radical. And so you'll use that button for the square root. You'll first type in the 461 and then type in your square root button. Do not type square root and then your 461, it won't work. In our graphing calculator, you actually type in the square root first and then the number. Either way, let's go ahead and do my graphing calculator over here. To do such, you'll need to do second and then the square root button, which is above the x squared button. This is the same as the silver edition. Then type 461 and enter. Now we need to round this to the nearest tenth value. So this equals 21, and we're going to round out to the, or we're going to write out to the hundredth so that we can round to the nearest tenth. So look at the number to the right of the tenth value. This is greater than 5, so I will round the 4 up. This becomes 21.5, or 21 and 5/10, and that's our answer. You will get the same answer as typing into your iPhone or scientific calculator, and the scientific calculators are all going to be slightly different, so I can't tell you the buttons to push on that, except that you will, the same as the iPhone, type in your number, 461 first, and then the square root button. And if you have a scientific calculator that doesn't have anything out here, that's your square root button, just as you see here in our radical sign. If you have a 2 here, that also means square root. Either way, we end up with 21 and 5/10 as our answer, and we're all done.